Hey guys, it's Annabelle from the Free Amazon Finance Friday, and as you can see by the title of this video, No Guarantor, No Savings, that is what I want to discuss with you guys today. And I'm just hoping that there are some people who've been able to be successful in finding a guarantor and saving during a global pandemic. It has been a task that I have not been able to achieve, and that is what's just dampening my spirits and my get up and go. And yes, I am a victim of domestic abuse, and there are so many things that I've tried to do to move forward and make sure that I never end up in circumstances like this. So how does a woman like me get a guarantor? By building a relationship, I guess. But how do you build a relationship with a successful person? Because if I had a guarantor, that would have made it easier with poor credit rating. I have a poor credit rating, shall I say? Sorry. Excuse the lack of enthusiasm and how I present myself today on this channel, because it is just so taxing, as I said. I wouldn't know where to start, to be honest. I would love to spend the weekend thinking about how to build a relationship with someone to the point that they are willing to be my guarantor. And as I'm unemployed on universal credit during a global pandemic, let's lead nicely into the second part of the title, which is no savings. I'm not allowed a maximum of £6,000 of savings to be in receipt of the benefit. And to be in receipt of the benefit is the only way I can get the housing benefit. So many, I don't know. No, I don't know what to label it, but it would be great if there were some viewers and subscribers. It'd be great if any of the Free M subscribers or viewers of this video would be able to comment in the section below to share how they were able to save during a global pandemic and how they were able to build a relationship with a successful person to the point where they would be willing to be a guarantor when you embark on seeking private rented accommodation during a global pandemic, where domestic abuse and domestic violence and reduced circumstances are on the rise. Women's Aid have come out to say that it's on the rise. The number of cases are rising during a global pandemic. And economic or financial abuse is a real thing. And that type of abuse in my life has lessened. I do hope that young women who have finished their secondary education and are moving on to university education have it instilled into them how important it is to try and save that little bit whilst you're a student, or when you become fully paid employment, how important it is to have savings, how important it is to prioritize savings, and to monitor what the government or the Department of Work and Pension states, so that you always have that amount in your bank account, so you don't end up in a place that you cannot call home, or even rough sleeping. That's one good that can come out of this. The first good is this channel. Second good is sharing with women. And I think to myself, well, in my younger days, in my teens and my 20s, what could have an older woman could have done? what could an older woman have done to instill in me how important it is to save? What could an older woman of experience have done to instill in me how important it is to know that rough sleeping and a place that you cannot call home can happen to anyone? Anyone. So building relationships, respectful relationships with successful people who can one day get to the stage where they are willing to be a guarantor when you move on to the adult responsibility of shelter. That needs to be a part of the curriculum, I guess. It needs to be instilled into young people. Because especially the dangers of rough sleeping when you're a woman, and especially the scenarios of a place that you can't call home when you're a woman. And I don't want to be too negative and doom and gloom in this, but it is reality. It is reality, and it can happen to anyone, and it needs to be combated with the right professionals, the right qualified people, the right organizations with the right intentions. By that I mean good intentions, not to take advantage of people who sleep in a place that they cannot call home, or to combat rough sleeping, especially amongst women, because of the dangers that can appear. And to aid a woman out of that path in life that can happen to anyone. No guarantor, no savings. Should not be a part of choices. It should not be. One good thing that has happened this week on Finance Friday is I'm taking advantage of clearing as an adult learner. And next week I should get some sort of answer from the chosen university in my first attempt into becoming qualified and one step closer to the dream. So if you look back into Finance Friday playlist, you'll be able to see what the dream is and what I'm doing to make steps into it. And I believe that becoming a part of academia and qualified will assist me in the craft of what I want to be. And I guess next week, based on the response of that university, I'll diverge a little bit more into it. And unfortunately, the journey to the job had come to an end because of Her Majesty's Passport Office and their policy, refund policy, and also their discretion to unique circumstances. So this is a plea to anybody, or any woman, shall I say, that has been able to successfully attain a guarantor or successfully achieved savings in the bank account whilst on universal credit, to avoid rough sleeping, a problem that is prominent in society. And those two things can eradicate it. I don't want to be a rough sleeper. I can't see that happening. I can't see that being a positive experience in my life. Not at all. Being a part of the system is a choice. I choose to be a part of the system, and I choose to follow the rules, or to abide by the rules and the law that govern that system. So, as you know, at the bottom of this video, there is a comment section, there is a comment box. Please take your keyboard or your touchscreen keyboard and type a little message, whether it's words of support, whether you're sharing your methods and your success. And feel free to subscribe. And if you already are a subscriber and you've managed to pay attention to this video and watch it all the way through, comment, like, share. Because rough sleeping, aka homelessness, and having a bed in a place that you cannot call home can happen to anyone. And it goes without saying the impact on society of that way of life. That is why I'm asking for you to share, like, subscribe, and comment, especially on the topic in this video of no guarantor and no savings. So guys, I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you on Monday with another edition to the Free M's YouTube channel.